For today's story time, we're going to be reading from my book, What Should We Do? We are bored, said the kids. What should we do? We have played with our toys and have read these books too. Their mom said, why don't you two try some new things? Try a new thing each day and see what fun that brings. You can use what you have in a new different way or use everyday items for new ways to play. So off they both went to discover the new and figure out what the two of them could do. One day they built bridges with straws, string, and tape. Then they tested its strength. Can it hold a toy ape? On day 2, they got watercolors and brushes and went in the yard to paint robins and thrushes. Using straws and some tissue, they made their own kite, and when the wind blew, took it out for a flight. They made a collage using colors of chalk that all neighbors could see when they went for a walk. They got lemons from their tree to make a lemonade stand, and they got way more customers than they ever planned. The next day they placed soil and some seeds in some pots, gave it water and sun so it would grow lots. They made buildings of blocks and called it Blocky City. That was ruled by Her Highness, the fair Princess Kitty. They made an obstacle course with pool noodles and cones and raced to the finish line made out of stones. With brown bags and markers, they made some hand puppets for a dinner and show where they served chicken nuggets. Using cotton and parachutes for an egg drop, they kept their eggs whole when their mom dropped it up top. To surprise both their parents, they woke early one day to bring cereal and toast while in bed their folks lay. They wrote stories, drew pictures, and bound them together to make their own book they'd remember forever. Using paper towel tubes taped to their wall, made a maze run where a marble could tumble and fall. With popsicle sticks, cups, and some bands, built a catapult to see where their marshmallow lands. Their hamster Sunny Honey got a new place to live in, built with blocks, a toy mailbox, and a fluffy pink cushion. With a used water bottle, they made their own rocket and launched it so high that nothing could stop it. They made a huge fort using chairs and a sheet where they and their friends got together to meet. Using 2 large sticks and some string that they found, made a big bubble maker for huge bubbles so round. They made their own pottery using some clay. He made a bowl while she made a tray. In their driveway they made a racetrack with chalk, drove through it on scooters, or sometimes they'd walk. They made costumes and sets and wrote a few scripts and made their own movie about pirates and ships. They drew picture after picture, hung them up in the hall, and made an art gallery to be seen by all. With a box and some foil and some heat from the sun, made a solar oven for s'mores, which was tasty and fun. They made their own ice cream with cream, sugar, and milk that they shook in a bag until smooth, just like silk. They used graham crackers and icing for a house they could eat, decorated with candy and other things sweet. They used paper and foil to make a sailboat that moved with the wind and would stay afloat. While building a birdhouse, their mom asked one day, "Are you both still bored?" And the kids said, "No way. We have both learned so much finding new things to do. We will never be bored when we try something new." Now you have some ideas. Here's a question for you. What new things will you find? Now what will you do? The end. And for our activity today, we're going to be making something that the kids made in this book. We're going to be making a marshmallow launcher with popsicle sticks. So let's read that page. With popsicle sticks, cups, and some bands, built a catapult to see where their marshmallow lands. So to make this, we're going to need tape, one of these mini muffin cup liners. We're going to need 7 popsicle sticks and 3 rubber bands. They don't have to be any particular color, just 3 will do. And so that's all you need. So the first thing you're going to do is take one of your popsicle sticks and lay them like this. Then you're going to take one more popsicle stick and put it in the middle, but such that part of it sticks out a little bit less than the other side. See how this side's longer, this side's a little shorter? Then you're going to take 4 more popsicle sticks. Then you're going to stack them up like this. Then you're going to line it up on top like this. to sandwich this other stick in between. So it should be all lined up. Now what you're going to do is take one of your rubber bands, and then you're going to wrap it around this end right here. Just keep wrapping it until it's tight. Then you can kind of adjust your popsicle sticks if they're not lined up. If they're not perfectly lined up, that's okay too. Then you're going to do the same thing on this side. You're going to take this other rubber band and you're going to just keep wrapping it around and around and around until you run out of rubber band. So you should have this, where it looks like this from the front, where there's 4 popsicle sticks on top, 1 popsicle stick at the bottom. This one is sandwiched in between, like that. Then you're going to take your other popsicle stick and you're going to line it up to the front, right there. Do you see how when you line it up like that, it makes an angle for a catapult? So what we're going to then do is we're going to pinch it at the front, right here. I'm going to hold it at the front, and then you're going to use your last rubber band. First, you're going to hook it up like that, over. Then you're going to pull it over the back part. And then you're going to twist it, and then you're going to just keep looping it around and around until you have this anchored onto the bottom, and making sure that you have this angle for your catapult. So this is what it looks like from the top, from the side, and from the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to put our launcher cup. So this catapult works like this. You're going to hold this, and then you're going to hold this still, then you're going to push down and then do this. So we want our cup to be somewhere here so that you could still push this thing back. So I'm going to take a piece of tape, and then I'm going to, so you want to put the cup on this slanted part, not on the flat part. So if you're looking at it sideways, this slanty one, that's where you're going to put your cup. And then you're just going to tape it. Then you can test it. So this little cup is just meant to hold your marshmallow or whatever it is you're launching. Then you're going to be able to launch it just like that. Okay, so now you should have your catapult, and it should look like this. And you can put either a marshmallow. I'm using this big fluff cotton ball thing, so it's easier for you guys to see. So you're going to take whatever it is you're going to launch and put it inside the cup. Then you're going to hold it on the side to stabilize it a little bit. Not here. Don't hold it here. Like, don't hold it here. You're going to hold it on the sides. Then you're going to pull back on this part right behind that cup. Then you're going to launch it. And that is your catapult.